Ladies, gentlemen. So let's continue talk about the four-dimensional university. Okay. So last time I told you about the university is a lot of kind of like a big ball, a lot of big ball, like a can in a cyber style. Uh, so I'm talking about a very weird situation. Uh, our university is a kind of you give a kind of magic power, okay, and it can be shortened, reduced, and space is can every time be shortened, reduce, and become very small. So that's why we feel like we're kind of very big bang. So but I didn't explain why our universities kind of reduce the space and become small. You give it to power, it becomes small. Like looks like our scientists looks like the universities become very big and it being exploring. But in fact, it's not because it's being exploring. The university is very controllable just because some power make our space be shortened and be reduced. But you are thinking about this what's motherfucking this kind of ideas. I didn't notice I'm becoming reduced my space. I didn't feel like I'm kind of become very small style. Of course, you cannot check it because you have no comparable stuffs, from outside. You understand? If you have some stuffs from outside, you check, you will become very small over time. So, but where kind of this idea come from? It come from kind of the opposite of the cubic style. Like our series, I can cubic. It will calculate the cubic, the width, the length, and the kind of what is the bottom, the width. Okay, multiply kind of cubic value on the. But this is kind of positive cubic. But our university is kind of only cubic, positive cubic, but they have the negative cubic. You know, that means if you grow up a kind of negative cubic style. That's you will become shorten, reduced. It's a kind of cubic pound on the. Oh my god. So it's the same. Our university don't have only the positive cubic value, but it have the negative cubic value. It's not flying outside. We check the Big Bang style is a kind of our cubic increased, but from the outside. But our university side, have some negative cubic value. Okay, make our university become shorten. Uh, it looks like a little bit weird. Um, of course, there's no idea how we can calculate the kind of lective style cubic value. It just look like you have been shortened compared to from the first second. Okay, the second you have been shortened, reduced half. It looks like this, you know, comparable to the one you have reduced to half 0.5 log. Understand? Uh, it's kind of you have a very kind of cubic and a kind of style. Uh, the cubic can be kind of reduced and expanding this kind of style. Uh, what kind of power make our space, our university space, the cubic when reduced? Every time reduced, and the kind of cubic value must be kind of reduced faster than the lighting speed. If our if a whole qubit value cannot reduce the speed cannot reduce more than the lighting speed, then our university is not controllable because the whole energy, the whole stuff were flying outside of our university. But if a whole cubic value have been kind of reduced every time, okay, we're going a kind of lactic cubic value. Then the lighting, some faster particles cannot go outside easily. So the whole university is controllable, you understand? Uh, but is that kind of cubic? I'm talking about cubic, okay. uh, it's very funny. Yeah. So suppose our kind of university is a kind of this kind of the house uh, the kind of space venue is kind of be settled, okay, and then all the kind of stuff inside of the university, the staff cubic venue have been reduced, it becomes small every time. Then this university is kind of controllable, and everything cannot easily go outside, because every time the first second, the last second, uh, it becomes more and more. uh, this is just a cubic when it reduced, it becomes more and more. But the power of the kind of energy is a lot reduced. And so it's a kind of bit of fun. So suppose you are inside this kind of very big ball, okay. This is our university, but you are become small inside every time. Looks like this big ball is become very big. And that's very funny. And so maybe you cannot easily go outside of the ball, unless you find some very super fast particles, okay. And you can go faster, even more than our whole university's uh, reducing power, because our university, this big ball, okay, the inside is become small every time, and even faster than the lighting speed. So even lighting cannot easily go outside because the kind of reduced speed is very fast. That's lighting also become very small. So it's not easy to go in outside until you find some very big particles, faster particles. It go more than the kind of reduced speed. You understand? Then we can mm, suddenly and totally flying outside of this kind of magical ball, which is set us every time becomes smaller and smaller. And our class nobody believes this. It looks like a joke, because our scientists believe our university, oh motherfucking, flying too fast, expanding too fast, exploring too fast, like our underneath. In fact, it's a lot kind of, and it's just a big ball, held by some very magic power, uh, and make us every time reduce, becomes more, like a kind of fairy tales. And just because outside of this big ball of our university, they have very big pressure, have some very big kind of pressure, can set the space reduce. So. Our gas is very magic upon our side because it can set our space reduce, and nobody can fly outside. Okay. so so it's very controllable. You understand? because it's big ball. In fact, it's kind of cubic. The original cubic one is not reduced, just as reduced every time. So, but if this kind of very big ball, okay, inside it, there's some kind of particles can be very fast flying outside of the ball. You imagine, okay, this is the ball. I'm inside of this ball. Every time I'm become small and small, okay, reduced. But if I hold very fast particles, from the center of this kind of big ball, okay, this bit these fast particles is can flying very fast. It's fast even more than the kind of reducing power. What is the reducing power that make us become small this power? Okay, so if I hold some particles, okay, and these fast particles push me from the center of this kind of university, because our university is not big bang, okay, it's become small. So this i just I just kind of catch these fast particles, and this particles is very fast, okay, it's just flying, okay, drive me flying outside of this kind of ball. And I finally see this magic ball at university. Okay, in fact, this looks like a very normal glass ball, just inside it, and outside some magic power. And so as our time becomes small. So we are thinking, oh, this is a very big university. In fact, it's just a glass ball. So on this kind of point, it's very controllable. Uh, So the key point, if on this kind of situation, how I can create a kind of, how I can find a kind of fast particles, I very super speed power, okay, who can drive me flying outside of this kind of uh, magical glass ball, okay. Okay, so for this very good ideas, I talk it next time, okay. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.